Okay, now we're going to look at 3 tricks to do with balance. All scientific tricks, and the principles will astound even you that are performing them. Catherine, we're going to start off with a trick with you first. Got the 2 cans. For instance, would you take a can, and all you need to do is just balance it on its side. Just like that. I'll put you out your misery. It won't work. The reason why it won't work is because your can's empty. This can is filled with water. Only a little bit. You can feel it in there. It's probably about 5mm up from the top. Yeah, I wouldn't even say it's that much. It's about there, really. And by having a little bit of water at the bottom of the can, it means the can will now balance on the edge. Because water is displacing it, adding weight to the edge that keeps it in that place. And you can even spin it, and it'll spin on the spot because that water's staying still while the can's moving around it. But it's how to keep a can at a 45-degree angle. Let's try another one. This is one which uses a belt. Okay, I'm using a nice brown one because it's a bit more colourful. Most belts you find nowadays are black, which are interesting. I'm going to use one of these hooks to begin with. Now these hooks, the actual templates for it are online. I'll have a PDF at the bottom of a link. And all you can do is place your finger underneath the hook and it balances off your finger. Because if you think about it, on a seesaw it should fall off, but it doesn't fall off. Because if you hold out your finger, we'll place this on your finger and it can help there. In fact, we could take it even harder by taking these coat hangers, just come this way over the table, and we'll see how many hangers we can balance and add weight until it falls off. Because you can see it now, it should fall off. In fact, I'm going to turn it for the camera just so that they can see it better. In fact, if I add another hanger, I'll have another hanger, I'll add another hanger, and it still will not fall off. In fact, we're keeping that balance to equate something else, because if you don't want to have one of these hooks, it takes a little bit more work, but you can do it with a fork. For instance, if we place the tines of a fork around the belt like this, see that? So it's just literally in between. Now the actual point is not near the end, it's about there. So if you were to literally place your finger there, just slide it until you can feel that central point. That's it. Now it feels really weird because you know it should be falling off. It slides off a bit with a fork because forks are metal, they're slidey. But once you've got that central point, you know all the weight's on this side, it should fall off. What are you going to do with it? Excellent. And you can do the same with the coat hangers with this. Well, let's try one more since we're at this point where we're playing with all these balancing stunts. We're going to go down to the table for this one. What we have here is a wine glass, a couple of forks and a toothpick. I've also got a coin to show you a variation of it in a second. What we can do is take 2 forks, just place them together like so, take the toothpick and place it inside the forks at a point where inside the tines. In you go, near the ends. There we go. Now I should be able to take that toothpick and dangle it on the edge of the glass. Now the whole thing should balance right on its tip. Now I'm going to do this again from this side so that the camera can pick it up. So taking longer than it should do. There we go. We get there eventually. So you can see everything is balanced this perfect place on the edge of the toothpick. That's pretty cool, but we can make it slightly bit better, or slightly bit easier I should say. Rather than using a toothpick, you can exchange it for a coin. So again, I'll take the 2 forks, place the tines together, put the 2 pence piece inside of those tines, and now it's a lot easier to place on the glass. So if you were to take that, simply balance that coin on the edge of a glass, and you can feel that point of balance where it will just hold. And now, you know, science should say the weight of those forks should knock that coin off that glass, but nothing will. That is unless you tip it like that. Well, there's 3 tricks that you can do with balance. Have a go with them. They're nice. You've got things around the house, you can try it yourself, and it amazes you because there's no visible explanation for why it works. There's a scientific one, but we're more entertained with the magic of it rather than the secret. Have fun.